All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday here on the Aero Title Services page. And every Monday we come at you live with market updates in real estate here along the Treasure Coast of Florida. We all know, if you have been tuning into any of our past episodes, that the market is on fire and so much is going on, but there's updates every week and stats that are coming out, and it's kind of crazy how the market is. So we come on here every week to update with you with local realtors who are in this every single day. They have amazing information and they always drop some knowledge every week that's so valuable. We host this every week in 3 different parts. So the first portion, we're going to talk about the market, how it's going, any updates that were in the past week or so. And then the second portion is where each of these amazing realtors will showcase a property that they have in the market right now that kind of gives you an idea of what things are looking like and what price range that they're going for, as well as the third portion that is any announcements that they have coming up. If you need to reach out to any of the local professionals who are on this call, the link to their Facebook page is in the description of this video. Feel free to reach out to them, or even if you're just interested, just follow them just to get the great information that they post about, whether you're buying or selling right now at all. It's just great to be in tune with them. So thank you guys for being on here, and I'm excited to hear about what's going on with the market right now in the last few weeks. So we're going to start off with Stacy first. How have you been seeing things in the market?
Well, everything on my end is from new construction is going super quick. I mean, we have customers coming in 10, 12, 20 people almost every day, and we're getting a lot of sales. I think it's partially to do with the fact that there's so many multiple offers on the resale homes. And even though some people don't really want to wait 8 to 10 months, they're seeing that after they've got 3 or 4 offers rejected or not accepted because of the timeframes. I think that they're just leaning more towards the new construction, which is great. So
absolutely. And tell people what company you work for, because that'll probably give them a better idea of what you're talking about, because you're very in tune with the market right now when it comes to that.
Yes. So I work with Homecrete Homes, and we are a custom builder. We have 11 floor plans that we work on that we build within the city of Port St. Lucie, but we also do a lot of custom homes up in Fort Pierce, Hutchinson Island, Palm City, and like down in Rocky Point in the Salerno area. And one of the houses I'll show you later today on the feed is one of our new construction homes.
Very nice. Super excited to see that. It's always great. New construction is booming right now in our area as our area grows even further. So it's going to be really exciting to see that price point. I hope if you guys are watching that, you'll stay tuned for that. And thank you it's always great to have the different perspective from the different realtors, because you're in like a whole different segment of the market with the new construction that's hot right now.
Yeah.
So Debbi, what do you have going on? How are things looking for you?
Like everybody else, the listings are far and few between, but I've been fortunate enough to at least get 1 or 2 a month. So that helps out a bit. We're seeing low inventory and pent up buyers. We still have low mortgage rates, and people are working remotely. So it's helping with the buyers getting out there. Home sale prices are higher than they were in 2020 because of the fact that it's a seller's market. So sellers are up in those prices a bit, but like Stacy said, new construction is up as well. So I was looking at some articles before I came on, and they're saying that the national average for homes on the market is about 21 days, which is 2 weeks faster than it was in 2020. In Florida, it's about 16 to 30 days before a house goes under contract. And home sales are up since 2006. They're the highest they've been in 15 years. And the hottest markets right now are Texas, Arizona, and Florida. The metro cities are becoming unaffordable. So people are moving not only, to different states, but they're moving out of the cities locally and moving into the suburbs. So there's a lot going on out there. The only big concern at this point is, and this is a downside, that there's a little worry about foreclosures coming up. I read some statistics that foreclosures may double from 2020 after the COVID moratorium is lifted. So we have to keep our eye on that kind of activity.
Absolutely. Great information. I know that that's kind of on the brink of people's minds. People aren't quite sure what's going on right now, but we've seen a lot of people thought the market was going to be crashing like however many months ago, right? And then we saw it only go up from there. So we're in a very unique market here along the Treasure Coast. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out in the next year. We're definitely at the height of the market right now. But we'll probably get into that with the whole discussion portion. So I want to give Sarah an opportunity to speak and tell us what you're seeing, Sarah, in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys. I'll just drill down on our local numbers. Martin County statistics came out a few days ago, and it's January 2021 over January 20. So it's 12 months ending the end of January. Some phenomenal increases in closed sales. We have an increase here of 20.8%. This is an interesting fact. With interest rates as low as they are, we have an increase of sales that were paid for in cash by 10.5% from last year. So people are still using money, probably because it's a stronger offer in the multiple offer market. So we will see buyers coming in for cash, and then they refinance later after the property is closed, just to have a stronger offer coming in. And then we are seeing the average sale price. This is a huge number. The average sale price in Martin County has gone up 45.6%. We're seeing a major shift into the luxury market. I feel like that's our strongest sector right now. So the average price in January of 2020 was $499,000, and it's $727,000. Average sale price in Martin County. That's a really high number. That's an amazing statistic. The time to put a house under contract has dropped by 51% to 25 days from an average of 52 days last year during the same time period. Our pending inventory is up 56%. So our inventory is up 56% in terms of what's pending, but what's available is down 56%. And that's what's driving the prices to go through the roof like they are. So it's a really exciting time for sellers. It's definitely a seller's market. Everyone coming from out of the area or out of state, that's something you really have to take seriously. We've been saying it for a long time, but now it's really important. You're not going to get a property here if you think you're going to come in with a low offer, or you're going to wait for something that's undervalued. Right now is the time to purchase a beautiful home in Florida. If you have to pay market value for it, that's okay. And we think the prices are going to continue to be strong over the next 12 months because interest rates are holding steady. Something I wanted to say quickly about the looming foreclosure market. That's a very different market than the market we see moving quickly here, which is the luxury and new construction market. We think that looming foreclosure market is probably in the $300,000 to $500,000 price range, and it could be the people who have just had that moratorium on foreclosures extended through the end of the year. And so that's going to be an amazing buying opportunity for investors, for people who want to come into the market, buy investment property, rent it out. It's a huge opportunity, and if you wait, you may be able to pick up some foreclosures and short sales on, in a year from now. But you can also buy property now and dollar cost average between now and then, and the rent that you'll be getting now for the next 12 months until that foreclosure market does come through, if it even does. So that's a great opportunity, and it's very. It's a very tight market for rentals, and with all the people building new construction and these homes being delivered in 8 to 10 months, people need a place to land. They're looking for rentals. They're looking for a temporary spot until their home is ready. So that's another reason why investors might want to, even though prices are a little high right now, they may want to dive in now so that they can get those properties rented right away while the demand is super high for that. That's what we're seeing. We just can't believe how quickly homes are selling. It's a whole new skill set to be able to navigate multiple offer situations, to be able to follow clear cooperation policies with the MLS. We marketed a property last week. We put it on. We had 7 showings. We had a full price cash offer. They went out to the car, wrote it in the car, came back in the house. So, and it was a $2 million house. So it's a crazy market. I'll say this every time. It's really important that you work with a local market specialist. Your local realtor is going to guide you through this. Someone with experience, someone who knows how to handle this type of market. If you don't work with someone like that, you're going to miss out. So it's super important that you do that. Everyone here is well trained and skilled to help you with that. So that's it. I'm really excited. We're having a ton of fun. We certainly don't have enough inventory to sell. So we're scrambling every day to reach out to past customers, to knock on doors, to drive around and look for properties that may have been on the market before, and the listing was canceled for some reason. We're reaching out to them to see if they're still interested in selling. We have waiting lists. It's a super fun shift in what we're used to doing, and I'm enjoying it. I hope it lasts for a long time because we're just having a really good time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of changes to our local market here along the Treasure Coast for so many reasons, too. I mean, like Debbi kind of had touched on, the people that in those city areas. And I think that puts a huge impact onto us because these huge cities, the prices that they have at those price points are, hold on, there's some feedback coming up. The prices that are coming from those markets in New York and in California, they are very expensive. So when they come to places like here, it's like, oh, this is so cheap. But it's driving up those prices here. And then the locals here who are used to the price point, are kind of like, oh, it's getting higher. So I think that's where that mix is coming from, is some people are like, oh, it's so high, it's so unaffordable. But then you have to think about all the factors. And I don't think everybody's thinking of all the factors with the interest rates that are pretty low right now. I mean, lower than they've been ever. And there's some fluctuation happening with those interest rates a little bit, but I mean, it's still what was it, 7 years ago? What was it, Sarah? The lowest, they thought it was super low back then, and it was at what, 6% or 5%? It was very high. Sorry, what did you say, Sarah?
I said it's amazing that it's held steady for so long, but we do have some inflation on the horizon. So again, don't wait too long because you'll see. I don't know if you noticed, gas prices are creeping up.
Yeah.
I will start to pay attention to these things because we have some big inflation headed our way. So another reason to buy now. I just want to say one more thing. I'm noticing in the market too, of course, everybody's getting out of the cities, right? They're going to the suburbs. They need more space, more room to breathe. The luxury market's hot because people want bigger homes. They have multi-generational situations where families moving in with them, kids are back home from college, they decide to go to grad school because working's not really fun right now. Kids are we have all of that going on, and it's driving the market toward the bigger homes with bigger property and more amenities in the community. But just in the last week, we've closed a couple where the kids either have the parents moving into the house and they needed a bigger house, or we had one where the kids called and said our parents are in town and they saw an empty townhome 2 doors down. Can they buy it? And they bought it to be near their children. So we're seeing a lot of that kind of shift going on, in addition to all the other reasons that we've stated in the past. And that's kind of nice. If one good thing comes out of COVID, the fact that families are getting closer together again, and moving parents into their homes. And kids coming back home for a little while and helping out parents, and that's really a nice byproduct of all of this, if there is a silver lining in any of it.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are getting a value out of just becoming more closer and understanding like what's more important to them as well. I mean, with the shifts in types of jobs that people are taking, people need the bigger space as well. With, you know, if they're working remotely, they might need that in-home office space as well. So it's crazy, all of the different aspects that are going on. Debbi and Stacy, do you have anything to add to the conversation in regards to the market changes and just how things are kind of rolling along with expectations? No? Oh, Stacy, go ahead.
You guys pretty much hit the nail on the head with all of that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's crazy. And you know, especially from that new construction side of point, like the land prices right now, I'm sure that's something you could speak to as well, Stacy. With your company, do they include the land with it, or is that something that people have to come to you with the land?
We do not have any current lots available. The lots are, every time we get a set of lots, they're sold within the first week or two. So clearly the lot prices have increased. You can't really find anything in St. Lucie County under 60,000 for a quarter acre. And if you find something for 60, you better buy it that day. And with that being said, there's a lot of land out in West Palm City that we are building on. There's a lot of other scattered lots in the area that you can still find that's really, really nice and nice areas. So find a realtor that's local to here and that you know and you like and you trust, and we can help you find a piece of land, and then we can build your dream house for you.
I love that. Absolutely. There's so many options when it comes to it. And I think it's important for people out there to realize that a conversation with a local professional, like any of the ones on this panel, is free. So, you know, just have the conversation, just figure out what your situation is, because you might not even realize how good your situation is, or maybe how bad it might be, depending on where you lie. And then they can kind of guide you in the right direction. So it's very valuable to have a conversation with someone just to see where you stand in this type of market and what you can move forward with if you are looking to make any changes within your life in our local market here. So thank you guys so much for that valuable insight into the market a little bit and those statistics as well. There's a lot going on with just the changes that are happening, and we're seeing that time and time again. But it's going to be very interesting to see how everything goes in the next 12 months, like Sarah was mentioning. So it's going to be a wild ride, but we will see. And we will be here live every Monday to be on that roller coaster with you guys. So make sure that if you guys have any questions for the local realtors who are on here, that you reach out to them directly, ask them your questions, or you can always feel free to drop a comment right now. If you have questions, we can bring them up and answer them live here if you'd like. But yeah, let's get into the listing side of things and hear what is on the market. This is a very valuable piece of the Market Update Monday that we do here. And if you guys are just tuning in live now, we just had a great discussion about the market. We're going to go into the listing presentation portion, and then there will be an announcements portion. There's always great value of this video throughout it, and you can always watch the replays on our Facebook or our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services. So we will start off with Debbi, actually. And Debbi, please tell us what you've got on the market and what people should expect.
All righty. Well, right now I have a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome in sought after Emerald Lakes. It's a great community located just off of US 1 and Cove Road. So it's in the middle of all kinds of fun stuff, sewers and shopping and beaches, and not far from 95. It's a great location, but this beautiful townhome is freshly painted indoors and out, remodeled kitchen and baths. It has a full-size washer and dryer on the main floor. Downstairs is tiled, and upstairs is laminate flooring with new carpeting on the stairway. It even comes with a high-end rain soft water softener system. It has 2 balconies, a private courtyard. It's bright and cheery and ready to move in. It's on the market for $215,000. It's 1,288 square feet. So come by, take a look at it. It's not going to last very long. It's been out there for a little over a week, so it's still available, but I'm sure it'll go soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Debbi. Great property and good price point too for that area. Yeah. So thanks, Debbi. It's always great to see getting those numbers compared to what's actually out there. Stacy, what do you have for us today?
I'm muted. All right, so let me share my screen. So we're going to have a new construction house. All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is one of our projects that we have in Salerno Crossings. This is a very unique area because it actually allows you to have your business in the back of where your home is. So it's a lot of good opportunities to have write-offs. The front is 20 feet wide. The whole house is 20 feet wide, metal roof. And as you can see right now, it is 120 feet long. So in the rear, there is a garage that you can fit an RV, or you can fit 3 cars deep in this garage. It comes with a generator in the house. So there is, and it's located right next to the Twisted Tuna, which is in downtown Salerno. This area, this is the one model that we had open, and we have 3 other lots right next to it. And when we get inside the house, we'll show you some of the features. So that's an electric fireplace. We have all GE appliances. There is natural gas in this home as well. Those are 42-inch upper cabinets with crown molding comes standard. We have quartz countertops. There is bench seating right there in the corner as well. And you get to pick out all of these cabinets. You get to pick your colors. You get to pick your flooring with everything inside of the house. And some of the great things we do, since we're a custom builder, is we can make changes to anything inside. So as long as we don't change the footprint of this particular house, we can make it, a walk-in closet versus a reach-in closet. We can make, put crown molding up for you. We'll put any kind of doors that you want up. It's all impact glass. And if you need any more information about it, Stacy Kartner with Home Creed Homes, 772-834-2238.
Great. What a unique little property there. That's really
It's really neat. It's within walking distance to a boat dock or a boat ramp, the downtown Salerno area. And it's just such a cute, quaint little area.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a really nice area down there. But what was the price? I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't say the price. The price is $415. I'm sorry. And that's with the land as well as the structure on top of it.
Very cool. So then that can be utilized as a office as well, or like this front storefront of some sort?
Yes. So it's in a CRA overlay area where you can have your business in the back and where that warehouse type of thing is. And then up front right there, this model was designed to have that as an office. So there's 2 entrances. So you have the front entrance to the office and then the second entrance to the home. So you could really essentially break that front part up and you could rent it out as an Airbnb, put a little kitchenette right up there, and you could rent that out for, I don't want to say a number, but you could we could rent it out for you either at a monthly rental, a 3-month rental, or you can do an Airbnb type of thing. And you can still use the back garage to store your RV, store your boat, or you could even rent that out as storage because a lot of people in that area really need to store their boat and they'll pay to store their boat because there's not a lot of places around there. Absolutely. So it has a lot of really unique opportunities.
Absolutely. And I will say that the short-term rental market is huge right now with all those people that are waiting for their new construction homes.
Yeah, it really is. I get calls almost every day, because I'm here and we build people's houses and we sell their house. And sometimes the timelines don't exactly line up and they need to get somewhere for a week or a month or 2 months. And, it's a common issue, but there's not that many short-term rentals. But when you find one, take that opportunity.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Stacy.
Thank you.
It's great to get a unique look at some of the options on the market right now.
Yep.
I'm excited to see what Sarah has to share with us.
I'm amazed by that. This didn't look the way it did when I practiced.
Are you on the, oh,
Yeah. I think that's better. I'll have it up in a minute. How's that? Better? Can you see
Yeah.
that little house?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to go back to Stacy. That is a phenomenal property. It would be a great investment property. You could rent the whole thing out. You could use it as your business property. And if you had a handyman or some kind of business where you have trucks and you need a warehouse to store cabinets or something like that, you could use the back half. I have neighbors who are struggling with places to park their RVs.
Mm-hmm.
That are covered and secure. So God, on so many levels, that's such a brilliant property and what a great price point. So that is super cool. I'm so glad I got to see that today. Today we have this cute property. It was priced a little too high when it first came on the market, but it's been adjusted. If you want a place in Florida and you're struggling with whether you're going to spend a few months a year or you're going to come down and commit full time and you're in some sort of transition, I think this is the perfect property. It's priced at $215,000. Where can you find a beautiful place in Palm City for that price? It's an adorable townhouse. It has a beautiful lake view. You can see inside, super cute, good sized rooms. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 full and 1 half bath. This really pretty bath. Look at that floor tile. I love it. This was all redone, and the home also has a brand new roof in 2020. So you don't have to worry about a thing. You can come enjoy the sweet house. And the community has a lot of amenities. It's guard gated. It's right across the street from Publix Plaza, Starbucks, Panera, restaurants. You can ride your bike. The community has pickleball, a swimming pool. They have a chilled pool. That's how beautiful the weather is here, that we have to chill the pool, not heat the pool. And it has bocce and lots of other things that you can do. You can rent this property, but there is a 1 year hold restriction on it. So in the first year, you couldn't do a lease on it, but it will rent for $1,400 a month. And like I said, if you're looking for a beautiful place in the sun, but you're not sure how much time you're going to spend, or you're in transition, or you want to buy a property for yourself this year while you build somewhere and then go ahead and put it on the rental market when your new house is ready, this is the perfect property. It's located in the Meadows. The address is 2825 Southwest Lakemont Place, Palm City, Florida.
Thank you, Sarah. Beautiful property. Always great to see the different options that are available there, and seeing that we had one in Stewart and one in Palm City. Actually, all of them were in Martin County today. So Stacy's was in Martin County too. So that's definitely a very favorable area. I know that a lot of people, wish that they could live in Martin County over St. Lucie sometimes, but St. Lucie you can get a little bit more bang for your buck, except now it's kind of like evening out, which is very interesting to see. All right. So that was great to see those aspects of those properties. I love seeing what's actually on the market and how they compare to each other, and just so that people get an actual idea of what's on the market, what you can get at those price points. Because I think people have a misconception of what the pricing is looking like out there right now. So thank you guys for sharing that. Again, if you guys have any questions about the properties that they just posted, make sure that you reach out to them on their Facebook pages, which are linked in the description below. And as well as if you have just any general questions at all, they were happy to assist you. These amazing professionals have taken time out of their day to share with you guys what's going on in the market, and they truly are professional in what they do. And what Sarah mentioned earlier, using local is really important. You want someone who's knowledgeable in the area in which they're talking about, someone who lives here, someone who knows the ins and outs of the market is very, very important. So we're going to move on to the announcements portion where we hear about what these amazing realtors have coming up, because there's always something new coming up and something exciting to stay in tuned with. So Stacy, do you have anything for us?
I have an office building coming up for rent. It is right on Oleander Boulevard. It is 4 offices and a front reception area. It's been all remodeled. It has brand new tile, fresh paint, has they even replaced the toilets and the sinks in the bathroom. So literally everything on the inside is brand new. And it has about medium to high traffic and exposure since it's on Oleander, which is mainly an industrial kind of road where it's located. And it's located just north of Midway, right in front of Chambers Trust. So it'd be perfect for anyone that, like any kind of business that is associated with building a house or anything that has to do with a home, because Chambers Trust is one of the biggest trust companies in this area. So if you have anyone interested, you know where to find me.
Love it. I love the coming soons and seeing what's out there, what's on the market. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Stacy. Another unique opportunity. You just have all these unique opportunities in your corner of the world.
Tell me.
Love it. Thank you, Stacy. And what about you, Debbi?
I have a couple of listings coming up in March. One is in Palm City. It's a nice 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath pool home, about 2,200 square feet. So that'll be coming up in late March. And then I have a second one coming up in Port St. Lucie, a single family. And I don't have a lot of details on that one yet, but have a meeting this week and we'll get that ready. And it'll probably be on the market at the beginning of March.
Very nice. Very nice. Those are some hot areas you're talking about there.
Yeah.
So I love the coming soons because it makes people come back and listen to what's coming up. So those coming soons can really be a big key to getting some houses. So being the first on it, because that's our market right now, right, guys? You gotta be on it. Love it. Thanks so much for sharing that, Debbi. What about you, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I think it's really important to pay attention to the coming soon. We announced a coming soon last week at marketing, and a bunch of agents called me after the live Zoom meeting and lined up showings for that day. That was the house that went pending that first day. So it's really important to pay attention. We've got a few listing appointments lined up, and we have one waterfront that we're working on. Hopefully we'll have it on in March, and another really awesome courtyard house that they were going to list last year, and their plans changed as to where they were going to move. And they're so happy they waited because, it's seller's market and their house is worth more now. And a lot has happened in between. So where they would have moved last year is completely different than where they would go now. And their priorities have changed. So that's super exciting. We're hoping to roll out some new listings in March. We're real buyer centric right now, working with a ton of buyers. I feel like we have such a good handle on what's on the market right now, right, guys? Because we're searching every day for people in all corners, all price ranges, rentals, new construction, resales. We're searching for all different types of buyers. Again, I can't say it enough. These local agents know where the properties are, where they're hidden, and when they're coming on. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. And there's also a lot of extra services that we offer, right? So if you want to list your house, we can put you in touch with painters, handyman, roof repairs, staging companies. We stage, we help do all that. We have customers who can't make it to town, but they're selling, or estate homes where we arrange packing, moving, storing, antique dealers. We take care of all of that. And if you're going to just use some random agent that doesn't know the area, they're not going to know all the other affiliates and people in the trades that go along with listing and selling a house or buying a house. We are around after the house closes. We're around forever. We're always going to help you find resources. And that's really important, especially in a COVID environment. where it's hard to find people, and information isn't easily flowing. And some people, it's very limited. The contractors are super busy because of the whole housing market taking off like it has. So having someone that has that local knowledge and has some favors they can call in for you is really important. So
Absolutely.
keep that in mind as well.
Absolutely. And I think that it's not known enough how much realtors do on the back end for people. Yeah, you guys wear multiple hats for sure. You guys have a hat rack.
I don't know if you saw my Instagram post, but I moved a grill in the dark night before closing from a patio down the street. We took it all the way down the street and put it in another customer's garage because it didn't convey with the house, and everyone forgot to take it out, and it was closing first thing in the morning. So here we are dragging this big grill with a cover on it down the street, in the dark. It's fun though. Like, our job is super fun, but we do crazy stuff for our customers. And we're in the business because we love to help people. And part of that, this goes along with that. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about this. We'll take care of it. And we get wrapped up in this crazy stuff, but it's fun and we laugh and it's all good. And our customers are always so happy.
Absolutely. I've heard some crazy stories. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's like a whole nother thing, a whole nother life. Crazy stories in real estate.
Yeah,
That's the craziest thing you've done as a realtor.
You should have an episode of that, Lucy, because I have some good
Thursday's
stories
top
too.
tips in real estate. We've done some stuff for that. Yeah.
I got a lot of good merch too. We sell houses, things that get left behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could paint that. That would be cute in the next house. So, yeah.
A few weeks ago, I sold a house that the chickens conveyed.
The chickens?
The chickens. They stayed with the house.
Tori, on how many?
Yeah.
Wow.
One tomorrow that has a convertible Camaro in the garage and a Harley that conveys with it.
Oh, nice.
And all the furnishings, but the car and the motorcycle are a first for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What a nice bonus.
I know. They're like turnkey. They just move in, they hop in the car, they can ride away into the sunset. Everything's there. They don't have to do a thing.
It's perfect.
Florida living all in one package.
Oh, and the out-of-state buyers love it. They don't even have to worry about buying a car. I've got one with a boat on a lift in the backyard. I mean, everything conveys. It's turnkey. Out of town.
People are just ditching their Florida life. They're like, I don't want the boat anymore. I'm going wherever.
Everything is so affordable here compared to anywhere else. It's they're just in love. They fall in love so fast with our properties and the prices and the weather. And it snows somewhere in the Midwest and the phones start ringing off the hook. It's funny. It's so funny. If you wake up to the morning news and find out there's a blizzard headed across the country, you will be busy all day.
Yeah, coming to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see, and I'm so sad about everything that's going on in Texas right now. It's really unfortunate that they've been going through what they have been in the last week or so. But I'm curious as to see, just like Debbi mentioned, the top 3 states right now that people are moving to are Florida, Texas, and Arizona. So I wonder I feel like Texas has had such bad luck lately, unfortunately. So I wonder how that will affect things as well. It's like, will they just take another leap to Florida? But everybody's coming to Florida.
That'll make us even busier, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're like, no snow. They're like, no even option of snow.
Yeah, never. Not happening.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. It's an interesting market. It's an interesting time. I'm so thankful that we started doing this last April in 2020. It's just been crazy to see the differences. If you guys don't know, we have on our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services, you're able to go watch the Market Update Mondays that we did in April of last year. You can go as far back as that and see what we were talking about midst of COVID, how things are going, how the market was going, and how it's changed and progressed over the months. And it's almost a year, which is insane. It's crazy how fast time is flying by. But it's great to have these updates every single week. I'm so thankful for the local professionals who come in here to share an hour or 30 minutes of their time. I know that the market is crazy and they're super busy, but I just want you guys to know, if you guys are watching live, that this, or even just rewatching this, that the professionals who are on here, they've taken time out of their busy schedule because they know how important it is for you to be educated about what's going on right now. And they're putting forth that extra effort to make sure that we are getting that information out to the public, because there's all this hoopla and stuff you can find anything about anything, right? But the local realtors who are in this every single day are going to be the knowledgeable resources that you want to lean on in this, especially in this crazy market right now. So I can't thank you guys enough for coming on here. Again, you guys can reach out to any of the local professionals on their Facebook pages that are linked in the description below. I'm thankful to have them on here, and we host this every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you happen to be in another state. And we also do our Thursdays Top Tips in Real Estate every Thursday at 2 p.m. And that's kind of on the buying side of things with new topics regarding like the buying side. So it's always great to get that information weekly. And thank you guys again for coming on. We will see you guys again soon, and have an amazing week.
Thanks, Lucy. Have a great week, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.